This is Super Yacht News with Sysman.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Tuesday, the 12th of April. Okay guys, I'm going to do a bit of a roundup because I've had a lot of questions about which boat is where, so let's talk about what's happening with various boats around the world. Okay, so in a recent video we talked about 14 vessels that were arrested in the Netherlands while they investigate the ownership of these vessels. Now, one of the vessels, 12 of the vessels were still in build, so obviously don't have names, just project names. And 2 of the vessels were already finished and they were in for repairs. Now, one of the vessels is called Yacht Galactica. I believe that it belongs to Lavalier. Now, he is the owner of another vessel called Galactica Supernova, which is, I talked about, this is one of the earliest videos I did on the Russian sanctions. It was in Montenegro, and it came out of Montenegro and turned off the AIS and disappeared. A couple of weeks later, she turned up in Turkey, which is, I believe she's still there today. Now, Lavalier was not on any sanctions lists at that time, and he's still not on the EU sanctions list or on the UK sanctions list as far as I know at the time of this video. He has been sanctioned by Australia though. Now his vessel, his new vessel, what I believe is his new vessel Galactica, is at Hoya Yachts right now, having some, I think it is warranty work done. Now generally what happens when a vessel is delivered, it goes out for delivery, goes to the owner, he spends some time on it, and then it goes back a few months later for warranty work, little bits and pieces that need to be tidied up or repaired, little faults and stuff like that. And I believe that this is why Galactica is back. Now, if you go back a couple of months, you'll see a video on my channel, and it was called A Bridge Too Far for This Super Yacht, and it was this very vessel, the Yacht Galactica, and it was being transported from Heeson's yard, which is in the Netherlands, and down a series of canals out to the open ocean, which is the rite of passage for almost every vessel that's built in the Netherlands, because the factories are inland. And this vessel was so tight that they didn't put the top layer of the vessel on to get it under the bridges, and yet the water was unusually high and the vessel couldn't make it. And I did a video, and I had some great footage from a Dutch filmmaker that often loans me some of his footage, as you can see here. Well, this vessel is one of the vessels that I believe is being arrested. Now, if we move from the Netherlands, we go over to Dubai. Now, at the beginning of this exodus of yachts from Europe, people believed that Dubai was going to be a destination for a lot of these vessels because there were no sanctions there, and some vessels did go there. However, even though Dubai has, as far as I know, not officially joined in with any sanctions, a lot of the vessels that went out there are really struggling to be able to get certain things. So we've got Madame Goo. Now, Madame Goo is owned by Andre Scotch. His vessel's been out there since the beginning of this. I think it was already out there when it started. I'm told by sources that the vessel has been laying off crew, and they're down to a minimum crew, which is a minimum crew to be able to move the vessel, but they've been laying off people since the owner left the vessel recently. They've also been struggling, according to my sources, they've been struggling to be able to buy fuel. And what they've had to do is they've had to hire some generators to power the vessel while it's docked where it's docked. You can see some of the photographs here that a subscriber sent in. So this is a theme that I've heard from various different vessels or sources close to various vessels, including Ocean Victory, a big 140-meter vessel. And the owner of Ocean Victory has a property out there, and the vessel has been either docked. I'm not sure whether they have a dock there or it's anchored there, but they're struggling to get fuel also. So what I'm told is that shipping agents in Dubai are talking of imposing restrictions on Russian yachts, and already contractors are not allowed to work on these yachts, and the agents are not allowed to do any cash deals or to take any money transactions. I'm not completely sure if that's with all Russian yachts or just with Russian yachts that belong to people who have been sanctioned. As I said, Madame Goo is struggling to get fuel and also laying off crew, which is, it's not, just to be clear, that is not a normal practice for boats to just lay off crew. You normally keep a vessel fully crewed unless the vessel is going into a long-term refit in a dry dock or something, but then they usually send home crew on leave, they don't lay them off. So that is very unusual. So this is an unexpected turn out of Dubai. I don't know whether it's a precedent that's been set that's going to continue, but that seems to be what's happening right now. And while we're out in the Middle East, MYA is still in the UAE. So Motor Yacht A is still in Ras Al Khaimah today. Had some photographs sent through today, and you can see the vessel here. Now, I don't know what time, again, I don't know what time these photographs were taken. If you're sending in photographs of this particular vessel, please let me know what time, because if it's before 8 AM, then the ensign would not be on the flagpole anyway. But the ensign or the flag is notably missing from the flagpole or the staff there on the stern of the vessel, and it just depends. If it's, like I said, prior to 8 AM, then that's normal. But if it's after 8 AM, then it tells me that they still don't have a flag state. They still don't have a country that they're registered to, and that could explain also why they're still there in Ras Al Khaimah. Now, other vessels that we maybe haven't mentioned until now. Very early on, I had a lot of people contacting me about Alfa Nero. Now, Alfa Nero is owned. The owner of Alfa Nero is Sergei Guriev. His name is, and actually there's a Guriev Senior and Guriev Junior, and they each own a yacht, as far as I can tell. And the other vessel that has just been delivered to the owner, Mr. Guriev, is Motor Yacht Luminosity. Now, she's a Benetti. She was built to much fanfare a couple of years ago. There were 3 Benetti vessels, all over 100 meters. First time Benetti had ever built a vessel over 100 meters, and this was one of those vessels. And it was reportedly rejected by the owner, by the buyer, and he refused to take delivery of the vessel, and the vessel went up for sale by the shipyard, and that sale went through a week before Mr. Guriev was placed on the sanctions list. So the vessel was just delivered to him in Montenegro, and he was sanctioned, and the vessel is still in Montenegro today. And I also believe that vessel has been laying off crew also. That those 2 vessels are the owner is under sanctions, on the sanctions list. And another vessel that is laying off crew is Le Grand Bleu. Now, if you don't know Le Grand Bleu, Motor Yacht Le Grand Bleu, it was a Roman Abramovich vessel. It was originally built for an American whose name escapes me right now. Roman Abramovich owned this vessel, and he sold it to a close colleague to his, Eugene Shvidler, who is also Russian, but he has UK and US citizenship. Now, he has been placed on the UK sanctions list, even though he has a UK passport. And his vessel is in Ponce in Puerto Rico right now, and the vessel has been there for a while, and they have a very small number of crew on that vessel. And I believe the vessel is being moved to a more permanent location, but yeah, that vessel is struggling also. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. A lot of vessels struggling, laying off crew. And yeah, it's quite a bleak picture really for the industry as a whole. Anyway guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks very much for watching. Be sure to like this video and subscribe. Let me know if you've got any information about any of the vessels we've mentioned. If you've got any photographs of any of the vessels that we've talked about, be sure to get in touch, and you can send them through to me. Normal way is through YouTube, the About page, and you can also get me through Facebook Messenger. All right, guys, I'll leave it there. Thanks very much for watching. Okay, bye-bye.